All praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakal. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect. From ChatGPT, it says the dangerous effects of a government shutdown. Okay. A government shutdown in the U.S. happens when Congress doesn't pass funding bills to keep federal agencies running. The effects depend on how long it lasts and which agencies are impacted, but here are the main dangerous consequences. Public safety and security. FBI and these governmental, agencies still work, but many without pay. Morale drops, overtime may be cut, and staffing can thin, which weakens security. Food and product safety inspections, FDA, USDA, may be delayed, raising risk of contaminated food or unsafe drugs entering markets. You see, and this food has been defiled, as the scriptures say. We will eat our bread defiled amongst the Gentiles. Okay, the heathen nations, man. When I say we, I'm talking about the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are the biblical Israelites. Okay. And this food is completely tainted. Hey, we're eating GMOs, okay? We're eating primarily GMO foods, man. Even the organic food is not organic because this earth is tainted, okay? Isaiah 24, under the rulership of Esau, Edom, okay? The so-called white man, okay? It says aviation safety, air traffic controllers, and TSA agents still work, but unpaid. Longer shutdowns risk staff shortages or burnout. Okay. Economic impact. Federal employees and contractors go unpaid, which slows local economies. Okay, especially in areas with high concentration of government workers. Consumer confidence drops. Stock markets often react negatively. Delays in loans, small business support, or federal contracts ripple into the private sector. CDC and NIH scale back disease monitoring, V programs, and research dangerous if there is an OB. Okay. Shoo. It says clinical trials, patient support programs may pause, mental health strain on unpaid workers, and families can increase stress, depression, and suicide risk. And we see that, the love of many is waxing cold. Okay, these people, these Americans, these Babylonians, okay, Babylon the Great being America, are bugging out. Okay, they're losing it. People, and we're gonna continue on. People are getting evicted. People are broke. Everything. Inflation is going up. It's getting bad out here. Vulnerable populations SNAP, food stamps, weaken other nutrition programs may run out of funds if a shutdown drags on. And we know a lot of our people, okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are on these welfare programs, man. So this is going to affect you, okay? It says, especially you women. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. That's in the book of Isaiah, okay? The vintage shall fail, okay? The gathering shall not come. Y'all lived off these benefits, lived off of this system, man. Okay, and that's allowed you to so-called be independent, okay, without the man in the house. But hey, we know it's gonna get bad ultimately, even if the government opens back up here soon. Okay, it's gonna impact things on down the line. It says housing assistance and rental subsidies can be delayed, risking evictions for low-income families. You see, veterans may face delays in benefits, processing healthcare appointments, or claims. Yeah, man. It says short shutdowns are disruptive, but long ones can become dangerous to health, safety, and economic security. Okay. Let's go here. It's gonna be the book of Second Esdras. The book of Second Esdras, chapter 15 and verse. I started at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, the wicked, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh. The sword being a modern day gun, okay, or the modern day gun, modern day weapon, and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, and everybody's divided. Okay, the spirit of fighting is in the air, man. Okay, the Lord said he came not to send peace but the sword. He came to send let's get that, matter of fact, and we'll come back. Matthew 10 and 35. For I'm come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Okay, so families are being broken up. Okay. It says, and one people shall stand up, back in 2 Esdras 15, and it says, stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men. Okay. Sedition goes back to caller speech, calling for an uprising against the government. Okay. And you have that going on. Hey, these Americans are done, okay, with the government. And all, across the world, you got uproars of the people, so-called protests. Okay, fighting back against their tyrannical, wicked governments. Because the earth is given, Job 9 and 24, into the hand of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, Malachi 1 and 4. Okay. The so-called white man. Okay. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And it says invading one another. And think about it. These Jake, when I say Jake, I'm speaking of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay. Hey, man, those government programs, okay, like the SNAP, the WIC, man, that goes away and Jake start getting evicted, it's going to get bad quick. Also, Esau, because I believe he's a bigger recipient of these government benefits, man. And they're the devil, so shit. Hey, if that happens, it's going to get bad quick, man. Invading one another. Okay. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay. And the Constitution's going out the window. The obedience or following the law, that's going out the way, man. It's about to be all out chaos in the streets. There's prophecy. Okay. Nobody's gonna care about what the politicians, the president has to say. It says the course of their actions shall stand in their own power. So it's just gonna be a lawless place, lawless earth. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Martial law is gonna be set up. And you see Trump mobilizing these troops all throughout the states, man. They're making a siege against this place. Okay. Under the guise of, what's that? The YNs. You know what I'm saying? These young niggas, man, as they call them. These thug, gang banging, just 2/3 niggas, man. See? Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed. Okay. The city is going to be troubled. It's going to be this all out, this destruction in the cities, man. Okay. Think about something like downtown here in Texas, Dallas. Okay. All them people just stacked in skyscrapers on top of each other's and these and lofts. Then you got to think about traffic too. People all just scrambling around. It's just gonna be bad, man. And we're preparing. Lord willing, He continues to prepare us and gives us that spirit to endure. Okay, in those times. Verse 19. It says, continuing on in 18, and men shall be afraid. Verse 19. Hey, men gonna be like women unto that day. And women definitely are gonna be in fear, and they're gonna be looking for a man, and that's gonna lead to them trying to get with the man of the Lord. Okay. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. The lack of bread, famine is coming. Okay. And great tribulation, and for great tribulation, great trouble. Okay, you're gonna have people just busting in houses. It says it's not gonna be no work for Egypt, so people ain't gonna have. Well, they gonna roll out their universal basic income. Okay, and ultimately, people are just it's gonna become to the point of survival of the fittest. Scriptures say, because iniquity shall abound, okay, sin shall abound and increase, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, and Isaiah 19 tells us that the Lord said he's going to set Egyptian versus Egyptian, American versus American. Okay, Egypt being America being spiritual Sodom and Egypt, spiritually Sodom in Egypt. So we're back. We're in the we're dwelling in the new Egypt, man. Okay, this place takes on the characteristics of ancient Egypt. Okay, so it's linked to ancient Egypt. Okay, so just want to bring that out through the spirit. I'm gonna title this, "If the Government Shutdown Continues." Shalom.